accurate and entertaining. It's the news at noon on ABM Radio. It's facts, it's balance, it's accurate and entertaining. It's the news at noon on ABM Radio.
It's noon. Today, the 14th day of the month of October 2022. On Nnamdi Kanu's case, Ohanaeze advises federal government against appealing judgment. ASUU suspends strike after 8 months. Approve AK-47 rifle for Benue volunteer community guards in 1 month. Governor Otum tells federal government. We take commercials. We'll be right back with the details. Stay connected.
It's facts, it's balance, it's accurate and entertaining. It's the news at noon on ABM Radio. It's facts, it's balance, it's accurate and entertaining. It's the news at noon on ABM Radio.
Welcome back. Now the details. I am Grace Tokazunyekachi. Women of Aruchukwu in Yom Aro, one of the local governments that makes up Aruchukwu Ohafia Federal Constituency in Abia State, on Thursday endorsed APC candidate for House of Representatives in 2023 general elections, High Chief Daniel Chimeze Okeke, as their candidate. The leader of the women, Lady Blessing Okoro, while speaking on behalf of Inyom Aro, assured Chief Dan Chimeze Okeke of their unreserved support to emerge the elected House of Representative member next year. The appeal court sitting in Abuja has discharged the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu. The court held at the 15th count charge preferred against Kanu did not disclose the place, date, time, and nature of the alleged offences before being unlawfully extradited to Nigeria in clear violation of international treaties. The court further held that the federal government failed to disclose where Nnamdi Kanu was arrested despite the grave allegations against him. The Labour Party candidate for Ikwano Mahia Federal Constituency of Abia State, Chief Obi Agwocha, has called on the federal government to immediately release the detained leader of IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He was reacting to the judgment of the Court of Appeal in Abuja, which discharged and acquitted the separatist leader. The Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASUU, has suspended its 8-month strike. ABN TV can authoritatively confirm, though the union is yet to make an official pronouncement. Our correspondent gathered that the decision was taken at the end of the National Executive Council meeting, which was held at the ASUU Secretariat in Abuja. Speaking with our correspondent, a highly informed source within the NEC said, yes, it has been called off. Ohanaeze Ndigbo worldwide has appealed to the federal government to resist the temptation of appealing the Court of Appeal's verdict on the illegality associated with the adoption of IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya and his illegitimate extradition to Nigeria. Ohanaeze stated this in a statement signed by Secretary General Mazi Okechukwu Isiguzero on Thursday in reaction to the appellate court's decision to quash the charges of treason and terrorism preferred against Kanu by the federal government. Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai warned yesterday that arming state security outfit was not enough to end insecurity in the country. To El-Rufai, doing so would amount to a simplistic approach to combating sophisticated and non-state actors that sometimes outgun the military. The governor spoke shortly before his Benue State counterpart, Samuel Ortom, issued a 1-month ultimatum to the federal government to grant the state's community volunteer guards a license to bear AK-47. Police in Kwara State have arrested and detained two journalists, Dare Akogun and Abdurrashid Akogun. The arrest of the siblings were allegedly squared to a petition by Rufai Ajakaye, the chief press secretary to the Kwara State Governor, Abdurrahman Abdurazik, accusing the duo of defamation. The head of news and current affairs, Sobi FM Ilorin Adebayo Abubakar, disclosed that the petition came after an altercation between the CPS and Dare on a WhatsApp group. He explained that Dare broadcast journalist and his brother, who owns an online TV, were invited by the police before they were detained around 6 p.m. to the time of filing this report. The government of Kaduna State have stated that it has concluded an arrangement to build a dam on the 800,000 hectares forest between Buruku and Burning Gwara towns, which had over the years remained a den for terrorists and other related criminals. This was made known by the Director General of Kaduna State Urban Planning and Development Agency, Ismaila Umaru Diko, at the ongoing 7th edition of the Kaduna Investment Summit. Governor Samuel Otom of Benue State has given 1 month deadline to federal government to approve his letter to procure AK-47 license, or will seek the advice of his people on where to go. The governor stated this on Thursday during the passing out parade of second batch of the State Volunteer Community Guards held at IBB Square, Makurdi. On the foreign scene, next Russia-African Summit will be organized in July of 2023 in Russia's second largest city of St. Petersburg. Russia's special presidential envoy for the Middle East and Africa, Mikhail Bogdanov, said on Friday. While in sports, Super Eagles goalkeeper Francis Uzoho says playing in Old Trafford is a dream come true for him. Uzoho was inspiring for his Cypriot club Omenia Nicosia, who fell to a late Scott McTominay strike, which earned Manchester United a 1-0 win on Thursday Europa League. Uzoho was drafted in a replacement for Omenia first choice Fabiano due to injury, and went on to make 12 saves, 9 saves in the box, and 100% area dues. This brings us to the end of the news at noon. But before we go, we cover our major headlines.
It's the news at noon on ABM Radio. It's facts, it's balance, it's accurate and entertaining. It's the news at noon on ABM Radio.
On Nnamdi Kanu case, Ohanaeze advises federal government against appealing judgment. ASU suspends strike after 8 months. Approve AK-47 rifle for Benue Volunteer Community Guards in 1 month, or Governor Otum tells federal government. These and many more juvenile platforms, just log on to www.abntv.com.ng, and you can also follow us on all social media platforms being displayed on the screen, or you can download our app via your Google Play Store. Search for ABM Radio. This news was edited and packaged by Ifanyo Kali. I am Grace Stokers Nyekachi. Stay connected for more programs coming up shortly. Stay safe.
Entertaining, it's the news at noon on ABM Radio. It's facts, it's balance, it's accurate and entertaining. It's the news at noon on ABM Radio. It's facts, it's balance, it's accurate and entertaining. It's the news at noon on ABM Radio.